Good morning, children. Welcome to biology class. So we are discussing the chapter reaching the age of adolescence, and now we are studying what are the important changes that may occur during puberty or during adolescence. So what are they? Increase in height, change in the body shape, voice change, then increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. These are the four changes that we discussed already. Today we are going to discuss the remaining ones. That one, reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. We know that adolescence is a special age period in which the way of thinking of a person's mind that is completely deviating. That is because of the emotional change, increased emotional change during this adolescence. Adolescents are more independent than before, and they are self-consciousness. They like to spend more time for thinking than other kind of activities than reading and also doing other works. They are spending more time for thinking. A special kind of thinking. Where is that? We are usually saying that Swapna Logat. Okay. So that is a special uh, feature or characteristic feature of during adolescence, and because of this, most of the adolescents they may feel insecure. Insecurity feeling may be there. Okay. At that time, we have to try to adjust with the changing situation, and we want to realize the fact that we are in the period of adolescence, and all this kind of emotional changes are as a part of growth. And it has one more peculiarity: it is the most suitable time for learning. That means adolescence, their brain, this is the time in one's life when the brain has the greatest capacity for learning. Okay, so utilize your time period maximum for doing these activities such as improving mental ability, and also use more time for reading and also learning other than unwanted thinkings. Okay. The next change, there is a development of sex organs. About that we discussed in the last class, reproduction in animals. This is a type or at puberty, male sex organs like the testes, they may develop completely, start to produce the male gametes, and the female ones. In case of females, the ovaries start to release mature eggs. Next, the secondary sexual characters. Secondary sexual characters are those features which help to distinguish male and female, or boys and girls after puberty. A number of body changes may happen after crossing this age period, after crossing this adolescence. Okay, so there is a appearance of facial hairs and other kind of hairs over the skin, and voice change. All the changes that we discussed, all these changes, these are a part of secondary sexual characters, and these characters are under the control of hormones called sex hormones. The sex hormones are produced by the sex organs. In case of male, it is a testis, and in female, it is a ovary. What is the male hormone? You know, that is testosterone. Testosterone is the male hormone, and the female hormone, that is estrogen. These two hormones are responsible for the appearance of secondary sexual characters in male and also female. Okay, and these two characters are under the control of one master gland. One master gland named pituitary gland that is located in our brain. Okay, one of the endocrine glands. So the remaining part of the chapter, that is about the endocrine glands. We will discuss as in detail about the endocrine glands and others. So you have to study pituitary is the master gland which is or which can control all other glands including the sex organs. Okay, sex organs, these are also endocrine glands. Testis and ovary. Testis can produce the male hormone called testosterone, and ovary can produce a female hormone called estrogen. Okay, So the appearance of secondary sexual characters in female, that is because of estrogen, and the appearance of secondary sexual characters in male, that is because of the production of testosterone. Okay, so that's all about the secondary sexual characters. Then next, the remaining part of the chapter that we'll discuss in the next class. Okay.